Welcome to TCLOUD Perl course demo. Welcome to TCLOUD Perl course demo. So first I'll go with a summary of the complete how, what and stuff we provide in the TCLOUD, and then I'll go to the course content. So the course content is going to be around 30 hours course. We'll be providing the complete lab setup wherein you can basically go around and do your lab and everything. It's a very good infrastructure what we do provide here. Along with that, we have the facility for online classes where you can actually log in right from your home. You can go through the classes, and you even have the class-based tutorials where you can come in and interact with the tutor and as a whole, and you can sit in the classes and go to the demo. Notes is we do provide the notes, so the PDFs, the slides, whatever you're seeing on the screen right now, we do provide the same content to you as the notes itself. So whatever we teach in the class is what we give to you as the notes. And apart from this, we have some computer-based tutorials which will be available in the class. So at any point of time, if you want to go through the class again, you can basically go through the CPTs, that is the computer-based tutorials, and you can go through the classes again. Apart from that, we have lab back here, which you can come down and you can log into the systems and you can practice across. So that is the basic thing. So let's go back to the table of contents. So the course content, which I told already, is a 30 hours course content. Initially about this program, most of this particular program, what we do is on Unix and Linux based operating systems. It's not that you cannot do Perl on Windows based operating system, you can always do, but as far as the programming, as far as our lab is concerned, we have Linux based operating systems, so we concentrate more on the Linux areas. That side we do give the provide the support, like how you can actually start working with Perl even on the Windows side. As such, Perl is a independent programming language, so you can basically go around and work either on Windows or a Linux based operating system. Let's coming to the content now. First we'll learn about what is Perl, like where we are using Perl, what are the different uses of Perl. Then we'll come to the help and the setup. In the help and the setup, we'll learn about the complete thing about what exactly we need to do to get the help and how do we set up our Perl. Then we learn about creating our first program. Then we learn about what is shebang and stuff, how Perl is different from other programming languages. Then we learn about the Perl variables, how do you assign your variables, how do you do assign your float variables, how do you assign your character variables, string variables, how do you play with them around is what we learn in the Perl variable stuff. Then we have conditional constructs. Conditional constructs is more to do with the if conditions. What are the different ways by which you can write your conditions in Perl is what we learn in conditional constructs. Then we have looping across. In the looping, we learn about how do we do loops, like we learn about the for loop, we learn about the while loop, we learn about do while, we learn about until, and how do we start using them in a day-to-day activity in our programming. Then we learn about the data structures. In the data structures, we cover arrays and hashes. In arrays, we learn about how do you save your values and how do you extract your values, what are the different functions associated with arrays. Then comes our hashes. We learn in and around hashes, like how do you write your hashes. Then in Unit 9 is a subroutine. Subroutines, we learn about how to create our functions. Then in Unit 10, we learn about file input output, like how do you make your variables or the data which was displayed till now on the console persistent across your files, that you can save your data in a persistent way. How do you write your files, how do you write your data into your files, how do you read from your files, and so on. Then we come to the regular expressions. In regular expressions, we learn about the pattern matching, searching, modification and stuff. So we have the basic and the advanced parts. Then we have the special variables. In special variables, we learn some special variables like $_, what is, how do you use the $_, and those are some kind of the special variables. Operators and functions, learn a bit more in depth of operators and functions. Then we learn about how do we interact with the operating system, that is using the system interaction. Then we learn about what is the modules. In modules, we learn how to create our own modules, packages, how do you install the packages in from the cpan, how do you start using from the cpan, what do you embed grid times, a lot of stuff that we'll be covering in modules. Most importantly, we'll then go to the chapter 16, which is more to do with the Perl debugger. Perl debugger is a way by which you can learn how to debug the Perl code. Then unit 17, which is nothing but the databases. So in the databases, we learn how to communicate with the databases. Reference and complex data structures, which is more to do with the pointers in Perl. Then we have the web-based programming, which is nothing but CGI programming. We learn somewhat into how do you create your CGI, or what do you do in the programming, and how do you learn more in depth about the CGI programming. We'll cover it in unit 19. And the unit 20, which is more to do with the socket programming, we learn about something about the socket programming and the internals associated with the socket programming. That said, the whole course content, which is a 30 hours course content, we'll be providing the same stuff like what we are providing here. So this is our internal notes. We'll be providing these notes to you guys, whereas you need not actually write any notes or anything. You'll be providing the same thing what we'll provide in the class. But from this, every class will be recorded, wherein you will be having a CPT wherein you can actually walk through the whole class once again. If you want to go through multiple times. Apart from that, you have the support over the groups where you can post your questions, you can get your answers, you can get to meet with the old people who have gone through the courses, you can get help from them. So these are the few features that we provide in our course. So thank you and hope you subscribe. Have a great day.